Hi 21 Days to Fitness friends. This is Anita Stone with your Day 9 lesson. This is going to be really short. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that I learned. I call these Weight Watchers habits. I probably learned them years ago in Weight Watchers meetings, but they're very important. The first one is a bad habit that many people have of just washing down their meals with their drink. And so this is what we're going to do today for our lesson. Today and tomorrow, I'd like for you to choose 2 meals, preferably at lunchtime or dinner time, and do not drink anything while you're eating that meal. Don't have a big glass of iced tea or 2 glasses of iced tea. Eat your meal totally without a drink. So you may say, well, I need my fluids, I need my water, or I need my iced tea. Yes, you can drink it after your meal, after you're done. But if you will do this, it'll be very easy. You'll know within the first 2 bites if you have that bad habit of putting food in your mouth, chew it for 3 or 4 chews, and then take a drink and basically just swallow it. And that's a habit that we want to get out of. It's a really bad habit to have. Your teeth are there for a reason. They need to chop up your food totally before it gets down to your stomach. It's really hard on your stomach to have to digest whole pieces of food. It needs to be all chewed up. And so if you're swallowing it and just washing it down with the drink, you'll know it once you don't have a drink available. Now, the second good habit that I want you to develop is chewing your food 30 times, 30 chews on each bite. Now, I don't know where the 30 came from. Weight Watchers came up with it. I don't know where they got it from. I've never heard it from anywhere else. But I'm telling you what, most food won't last in your mouth 30 chews. Now, maybe if you take a really big bite, it might. But that's what we're going to do. So we're going to not have a drink for 2 meals. Go through the whole meal without a drink, and every bite that you put in your mouth, you'll try to chew it 30 times. And if you'll put those 2 things together, then you will determine, it'll be very easy. You'll know if you're the type of person that has that habit. And after, just sometimes awareness will break a habit. All of a sudden, you're going to be aware that you're not chewing your food properly. Now, it will take you a lot longer to eat your meal. So plan for that, okay? Just plan to be at the table longer, but or at lunch or wherever you are. But that's good too, because the food goes into your stomach a lot more slowly. It goes into your bloodstream a lot more slowly. Now, the second habit that I'd like for you to develop especially today, let's just try to focus on this for today, is to look at what times of the day you're eating and write it down. We've already been keeping our spiral notebook, and we've got our food, fat, protein, and calories columns. Now, I want you to write out next to your food for at least 1 whole day. Try to do it for a couple of days if you can. The times of day that you're eating. Okay, so if you are eating first thing in the morning, write that down, 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. And then let's say you eat another, let's say 5 hours goes by and you don't eat until 11. Well, that's not good. And so start writing the times down. And I want you to try to focus on eating every 2 to 3 hours all day long. So, and I know some of you have jobs where you can't fit a snack in. Some people have told me that. But maybe you can drink. Maybe you can't eat, but you can drink something. Hey, there's your protein shake right there. And if you put yogurt or fruit in your protein shake, it's the same as eating that yogurt with a spoon or biting into that fruit, except that it's blended and you're drinking it. So do a protein shake. Whatever you have to do to get food into your blood, into your system, And basically what I'm talking about is I'm wanting nutrients, carbs, and protein going into your bloodstream on a regular basis all day long. And also, as you're writing those times down, I want you to notice whether you're eating too many calories late at night or in the evening. Anytime after 4 or 5, we don't want to consume, really, it depends, everybody's different. It depends on if you're a nighttime exerciser, it depends on if you're a man. It depends on what hours of the day you work. So there's a lot of variables here. But I'm just going to say, in general, we don't want to be taking in more than 500 calories during the evening hours. Okay? So just remember that I'm saying that knowing that there are variables. And so some of you may be different because of those different things. For example, when my kids were little, I taught all of my aerobics classes at night. I worked at night. I was home with them during the day, and then I went out and taught nighttime classes. And so I needed more than 500 calories after 4 p.m. because that's when I was doing my work. So that's just an example. And if you have any problem figuring out how many calories you should have in the evenings because you have some of these different variables that will offset that from you being average, from what the average person would do, then just send me a note on email or call me on the phone number that I gave you, and I'll try to help you with that. Because obviously we don't want you starving through a time of the day when you need calories. But for the most part, most people work days and they're home in the evenings. So those are the people that I'm talking to. Well, those are your habits that I want you to develop, okay, and assignments that I want you to do. And the habit I want you to develop for today is to chew your food thoroughly. Don't wash it down with a drink. Obviously, you can drink while you're eating, but it needs to be in between bites and not with your food. So after you've swallowed your food is when you take a drink. That, I'm telling you, this is a very bad habit, and it's very hard to break. And it may take you 7 days straight of thinking about this and being aware of it in your mind before you can finally get to the point where you're doing it the right way. And so if it takes 7 days, that's okay. Hey, once it's done, you've got that good habit made. Well, thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed day 9, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Don't miss it. Have a fit day. Bye-bye.